different than some other states. And in seller agency is this, where if you work with us, the seller's agent, you walk into a subdivision or you don't have a realtor representing you, basically they don't have any fiduciary obligations to you. Sometimes buyers who have not bought a home think if they don't have a realtor and they deal directly with the seller's agent that they're going to get a better deal. That's not true. I mean, all the numbers show if you have representation that you would actually get more favorable deal because you have somebody fighting on your behalf. You know, I like to equate that to, that's like going to court for a serious charge without a lawyer thinking the prosecutor is going to look out for you. And we know that doesn't end well, right? So what we're talking about today is buyer agency. And that's where you have somebody on your team that's going to be representing you and your family's wishes and what you want to get done in a transaction. And we're going to make sure that all your fiduciary mindset and things that you want, that we take care of those in writing and protect you guys all the way to closing and after closing. So here's a fact. Buyers who don't have a buyer's agent representing them, they're working with an agent who represents the seller's interest. That's just the bottom line. So you want to make sure that you have somebody representing you as well. Does that sound pretty good? Good to you?
Yes.
Awesome. So let's talk about the benefits of buyer agency. Like, this is what only buyer agents can do for you. Protect your interests at all times. Disclose matters, even pointing out reasons not to buy. Here's something unique to Georgia. Let's say you wanted to buy a home and your agent, not me, you had another agent, and they knew something terrible happened in that home. They don't have to disclose that to you. But when you work with me and my team, we're going to make sure you get all the information. We're going to do all the research we can about the home, look at newspapers, archives, everything, because we want to make sure that when you and your family move into that new home, that you get the good feeling of when you're sitting around that there's no negativity in the house or anything bad might have happened in that home. So we're going to make sure that happens for you. And then you're going to give you a property CMA. What a CMA is called, a comparative market analysis. Normally, most real estate agents only give that to sellers, but we want to give it to you because before we write an offer, I'm going to do some research for you guys and make sure that, hey, is this price really a real price? Like, is this not an inflated price like the market we just came out of? And then want to make sure you guys know 100% when you make an offer, it's an offer that's fair for you, fair for the seller. It's going to get you guys the home that you love. And then we're only going to represent your interests. We're going to structure all offers that promote and protect you and your family. We're going to keep your financial capabilities to pay more confidential. What does that mean? You said you had a pre-approval around $380,000. If you find a house for $350,000, we're not going to send them your pre-approval letter at $380,000 so they can up the price on you, right? We're going to send it to exactly whatever the offer is that we're submitting. That allows you not to overpay for a home. You appreciate that, I'm sure, right? And then what we want to do is make sure that we represent you in all FMLS, MLS properties. We want to get you access, you mentioned earlier, to foreclosures, bank-owned homes, auctions for sale by owners, and builder homes. Homes is not listed online is what we want to make sure that you get access to so you can beat other buyers to them. And then here we talk about the home inspection. If a deal's going to fall apart, Bianca, this is where it falls apart, at the home inspection. Because what happens is you saw the home, you guys loved it, the seller said you can have it, and then the next step is for you to get a home inspection. A home inspection costs anywhere from $300 to about $350. In Georgia, you're not required to get a home inspection, but as a person who's representing you, I'm going to say 100% of the time, you should get a home inspection, right? But something is going to come back on a home inspection. I don't care if it's a brand new home just built yesterday, something's going to come back on a home inspection. So what we're going to do is make sure we negotiate anything that's major, which is roofing, plumbing, structural, electrical, anything like that. And then we're going to leave off anything that might be minor, right? Because what we don't want to do is nitpick the seller on all the minor stuff that's wrong with the house, and then you guys lose the home that you love. Is that okay?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Okay, and then we'll just make sure that all our fiduciary obligations, responsibilities only go to you guys. So we have our VIP home buying system where we focus on your needs. So how does that work? Basically, step one. You've already got 3 pre-approvals, so you're ahead of the game. You know what's going out there. You know